If I'm the Ravens, I'm not firing John Harbaugh midway through this season. I do think the Ravens are in a crock pot right now. I do think you might as well sprinkle a little lemon zest in there. I do think if you're Torg Bellinger, you're finding a way to spice up a gnarly bird inside a slow cooker.
Yeah.
But I'm not firing John Harbaugh midway through the season, and here's why. What's your better solution? You got a better solution than Harbaugh right now on the sidelines of Baltimore? I don't think you do. To me, if you want to make a change, fine. After the season, you can make a change. But you better have a better option lined up. You don't fire a guy like John Harbaugh simply to fire him, simply out of frustration, simply because you say, well, you're not doing with the roster what I think you should be doing with the roster. You better have a better option.
Uh-huh.
And what I ask you is the better option right now, because John Harbaugh will have a job week 1 of the NFL season 2019 if you do fire him. Has this been a roster that he's supposed to get more out of? I mean, maybe slightly. And yeah, going 5-11 and 8-8 and 9-7, and now this year 4-5 is not great. But when you look at John Harbaugh, how much of it is he's the problem versus the roster? I mean, Joe Flacco had a wide open Lamar Jackson who was split out wide as a basically quarterback decoy and totally missed it, but instead decided to lock in on a receiver that was double covered yesterday. Is that John Harbaugh's fault? If you're frustrated with 4 straight non-playoff seasons in Baltimore, I get it. If you're Steve Bisciotti, you say, I want to be making the postseason, not missing the postseason, I get it. But you better have a better solution, and that better solution isn't available right now. Maybe it's after the season when you can make and pull that trigger. But a guy that got to the playoffs, his first 5 seasons, had a couple of 12-4s and 11-5 and won a Super Bowl and could win in Foxborough in the AFC playoffs. You better be damn straight you got a better option before you fire your guy.